This is One on One.
Kathy Lee's gone, so I'm Elvis Lee.
Yes!
What a night at the iHeartRadio Music Festival with my boys, The Wanted. Hello.
AET, it's Elvis Duran in New York City. I found an artist you should know. I don't want to be that typical radio guy that wears friggin' Hawaiian shirts and bowling shirts.
We look good together. You have interviews with these big superstars that nobody gets.
Oh my gosh,
Thank you.
She showed up in lingerie to Elvis Duran's Z100 morning show.
Jennifer Lopez and Pitbull. This is called Live It Up, the world premiere.
When she walked in for the first time and she looked at me, she said, you are the man. I'm like, what? Lady Gaga says that to me?
Wow. Man, he goes from Lady Gaga to us. Steve Adubato here. But go back in it. It's Elvis Duran, host of Z100's Elvis Duran and the morning show, seen live in all kinds of markets all across the country.
Around the world.
Around the world. It's 6 to 10 every morning, right?
Absolutely.
Hey,
until they fire me.
No, they're not firing you anytime soon. How much fun was it seeing that clip?
You know what? If I wasn't me, I'd be sort of impressed with me.
Get out of here. That's impressive.
Is that an egotistical thing to say? No, you know, to me, and just like you do, it's just a part of your job. It's what you do. But when you go home and watch you do what you do, you're like, wow, I'm pretty darn good.
Except no one else in my house is impressed. Why is that?
You know what? Move to another house. That's what I did. But you know what? We do what we do because it's what we do, and I don't know anything else to do. It so happens I do what I do with the Lady Gagas of the world and the Mariah Careys and lingerie of the world. And you do it with people who have brains and know about politics.
Great people.
You know, we could be dipping ice cream at Baskin Robbins. We'd be just as great doing that.
I'm a step away, man. Hey, when did you know that you were going to get into radio? I was saying, when did you know you were going to be a star? When did you know that radio was your thing?
I was molested by radio at a really early age. You know, I grew up kind of a loner. I had a few, Dallas, Texas, suburbs of Dallas. And I would be listening to these DJs screaming up these intros of songs. Hey, here's another song by the Beach Boys. I'm like, wow, okay. They seem like they're having fun. They're talking about music I love. They're giving away concert tickets and trips around the world. I just thought it was a great thing. But he was my friend. The DJ was my friend when I was alone. And just as you drive into work every day and you're alone in your car, I'm there with you and you and I are friends. And I really thought that connection was so important. And it's been working out ever since.
But that's there. Now, getting to New York, complicated journey?
I never meant to end up in New York. You know, in radio in those days.
Is that true?
Yeah. Back then you went to where the jobs were. And so it was Dallas to San Antonio to Houston to Atlanta to Philadelphia to New York.
By the way, you hear the sirens right behind?
Yeah.
That's how you know we're here, right?
My ride is here. I'm having a heart attack on PBS.
So when does New York happen?
New York happened for me in the late 80s. And so I've been at Z100 Radio for 25 years, which is sort of unheard of. I've been hosting the morning show for over 16 years, which is very unheard of.
Describe that show.
Our show is a combination of friends getting together every day in very close quarters, so we're forced to deal with each other's phobias, problems, loves, dislikes, food allergies. And there's this energy that comes off of it. Then you introduce the phone and social media where people interact with us live, which is a fantastic way to do a show totally live. Who else is on the show? Oh, God, on the spot. I've got beautiful women, Bethany and Danielle. I've got...
Is it a regular cast?
Is it a regular, as an irregular? As
no, they got like regular people, or is it all you? Is it you and other people?
You know what? If I did the show by myself, it would be so boring. Like your show, for instance.
Who's Jerry Jones?
It's just you. How boring is this show because it's just you?
Oh, good. Mind if it were me, forget it. It'd be like nobody watching.
I'm kidding.
But no, seriously, you've got these people.
I'm kidding you.
But stop, I know.
Okay.
But the thing is...
I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
But the thing is, it all revolves around you. But there is pressure for you 4 hours a day to keep that thing going. I'm
there to push the buttons. You know what you're doing. You know how to push my buttons, or anyone else you're interviewing. You know where to go to get them to squawk.
You think you know. We play off our instincts and our experience, right?
Right.
But you know those people, but you got to bring in the audience, right?
Yeah, it's being as inclusive as possible for a lot of people in a short amount of time. It takes work. I'm dead by the end of 4 hours. People say,
exhausted.
Oh, yeah, people say, you just get in there and talk for 4 hours. Like, you know what? My brain, she can't handle much more.
And the music, my understanding is that there's less music today than there was a while back. There are fewer records.
On our show.
Yes.
We play like 3 songs an hour because let's be honest, we eat a lot of fiber, we got to go. You know what I'm saying? Those muffins are full of fiber. But you know what? When we first started doing the morning show 16 years ago, we were playing 12 songs an hour.
12? So how much talk is left?
We would go, hello, and they would go, oh, they're singing, shut up. But we realized it wasn't interesting. People can get music anywhere now. You can get music anywhere. But we need to provide something they can't get elsewhere. So we need to talk. And the music sort of sets the pace for the day and the station. Right. It's a pop culture thing with the music of today, and it all works together.
The technology, the iHeart radio app, how does it change things?
A lot. It's a game changer. Now with iHeartRadio, not only can you hear our show around the world, but you can hear a lot of different radio shows around the world. You can create your own music station by creating your own artists. It's a fantastic way to get your content every day, but that's where it's going. The transmitter that beams into your car every day, that's gone. That's going to be gone before you know it. It's going to be gone. It's going to be just broadband and, you know.
And the social media thing is dramatically...
Love it.
Because?
Well, you know, for instance, sort of a cousin of social media, texting.
Yeah.
I can be sitting there interviewing you on my show, watching people texting live, and if 5 or 6 of them say, this guy is really, really sexy, put a picture of him up now. I'll say, hey, got to take a picture of you. And I serve my audience immediately. It's like having a producer in the room with you. Social media, the same thing. Watching Twitter.
When you were saying that guy's really sexy, you didn't mean that hypothetically.
No, you are.
You meant that.
I want to make love to you right now.
I love that. Speaking of.
Yes.
A while back.
Do we have time?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
A while back, you came out publicly.
Came out. You know what?
What does that mean?
I never came out and said...
I'm not saying that you would be attracted to me if...
Oh, I am.
Well, now I really feel good about myself. But,
No.
But you didn't even make a big deal about it.
I never came out. I never said, attention, I have an announcement to make. I am a gay man. I never did that. I just never included it in the show. I was the host of the show, and I didn't want to really... I didn't want that to be the headline because I knew it would be distracting at the time. In this day and age, it's kind of stupid not to because I do a show, just like you, about reality and being honest. And so if I wanted to talk about my life at home, I had to talk about being a gay guy. And so I never really came out. I was just the closet door was always open, and you know, I just kind of poked my head out every once in a while.
Reaction?
The reaction was boring. I tell you, and it's a good thing. You know what?
Nothing?
The opposite would have been people picketing and saying, don't let my kids listen to this gay guy. The reality was everyone's like, oh, he's gay. Okay, what else? I never wanted this to be the Elvis Duran is gay show. That's my headline.
Right.
Because it's not. You know, being a gay man, in my opinion, is, well, that's a part of me, but that's not me. That's a part of me. You know,
that's fascinating.
I've got other things to talk about, and I never want to make that an agenda that clouds a show for many people.
Well, that's part of your life, but the other part of your life is you do the red carpet.
Yes.
Yeah, for E?
No, for Entertainment Tonight.
I'm sorry.
It has an E in it. That's good. It's okay. We beat them in the ratings. It's all good.
You're for E.
T. Exactly.
You're for E.T. Hey, you're good on the red carpet. Why don't you do more television?
You know what? Television has never been my goal. Doing radio really well has been my goal. And every once in a while I'll do a TV thing here or there, and it's fun. It's
great.
great.
Asked a lot, though, I bet.
I do. But you know, look, I'm a guy. I'm not a young guy anymore, and I've got a couple of chins, and so I'm not the typical, hey, how you doing? You know, look at you.
Who has to say?
You're a freaking GQ model. You can do TV.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
GQ model.
I heard you the first time. I just want to hear it again. No, but show the shot of Elvis because I just. Get out of here. You look fabulous.
Is that me on the right?
That's you and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, there she is.
You look fabulous. Give me the other shot because I see that one's a good one too. Get the heck out of here. But you do look great. I'll get to the charity work. I'm talking about how good he looks.
Is someone talking to you? Do you hear voices too?
Yeah, they're telling me to get everything I want to ask. They're saying, stop asking that.
All right.
But you do look great.
Why are they so uptight?
But in all seriousness, do you get concerned about, because another radio personality, Wendy Williams, who we've had on here several times, made the transition. Now she does TV. Do you ever say to yourself, my brand is primarily radio, I gotta stay here, even though the TV, or do you say, hey, it's all just good?
Well, I'm stupid to say to myself, it is all about radio, and you're right. I need to admit there is, look, in this day and age, you're gonna be seen, and you need to be. So, you know, I can go on TV to promote my radio show, this and that. But Wendy, look what she did. She went as a very successful radio person over to being an extremely successful TV person. Pardon me?
Very rare.
Very rare. If it happens for me, great. I would love to have
both.
I would love to have my own TV show. I'll be honest. I would love it. Doing this with you right here, I would love to be where you are. And now that they've canned Piers Morgan at CNN, would love to go do that. But you know what? I'm not going to sit here and go, I gotta have it, or I'm a failure.
The base that you have is tremendous, and I see no reason not to do both. Hey, two other things. Charity. You inducted Bobby Brown at the New Jersey Hall of Fame. I was lucky enough to be able to MC that night. It was wonderful to see you there with Bobby Brown. What was that like for you to be a part of that wonderful night at the Hall of Fame?
Well, Bobby Brown, she is just a little powerhouse, isn't she? She's a stick of dynamite, and she has done so well with her not only her makeup company, but with just her message to women, empowering women to be natural. Yes. She's the only person who makes money from makeup who says, stop wearing makeup.
Yes.
Don't wear it as much.
Yeah.
And I love her for that. And she is an important...
2 seconds left. But that was great. And two other charities you're involved in right now. Tell folks.
Oh, my gosh. A lot of them. Well, there's Rock and Raw Hide, where we try to get animals adopted here in the city. And there's Rosie's Theater Kids, where we're getting
Rosie's Theater Kids
into the theater. And
check out Elvis's stuff. He does more charities. And check him out every day from 6 to 10.
We're going to a commercial. This is PBS. We don't play commercials.
Listen, we love you. You're great.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating 25 years of broadcast excellence in partnership with St. Joseph's Healthcare System. This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by Holy Name Medical Center in Teaneck, New Jersey, NJIT, New Jersey Natural Gas, MagnaCare, Sun National Bank, the New Jersey Education Association, and by the Russell Berry Foundation. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been made possible in part by activists and the American Medicine Chest Challenge.